Right, I just thought I'd fill you in real quickly. 2 weeks ago, my van broke down. Got it towed back to the yard. Got the diagnostic machine on and all that. Couldn't figure out else out. I've got another Luton. I fitted a fuel pump to it, and an injector, and a cam sensor. But I'm still struggling to start it. And that's where you're up to right now. Right, people, we're back to this job. I've just been talking to our old man about it. As we say, electrics, innit? All to do with electrics. Honestly, it's... Oh, I don't know. It just winds me up. Everything's got electrics to it, hasn't it? And it all talks to each other through that ECU and that. So your crank sensor, your cam sensor, your injectors, your inlet manifold, your pump, everything has electrics on it. And there's no need for it. All this electric is for, right? Don't get it wrong, right? An internal combustion engine can work without electrics. All it needs is fuel and a starter motor. You do need a starter motor. Well, you didn't have to. You could have a cranking handle, right? And the internal combustion engine will just work. So you don't need all this electrics. All this electrics is for is emissions. That's the only reason. And to tell you the truth, people, I couldn't care less about the environment. I really couldn't. I care more about putting food on my freaking table and shelter over my kid's freaking head. I couldn't care less about it. I'm not bothered about it. I just want a van that starts. I took this off, the ECU. I took this off because I'm getting desperate. I took it off and I thought I'll put it inside and dry it out. But then temptation got the better of me, didn't it? So I stripped this all off to see if there's any moisture out in there. I did it at night, as you can see, because it was on my mind and it was doing me head in.
So don't start yourself all with it.
No, I'll get mucky, won't I? Right, this is the ECU bird off my van. Bird has got makeup on again. She's just cleaning it now to put some more on, ain't my angel?
Yeah.
Right, you see this bird here? That's the ECU, look. So that's basically like the brain of the van. That sends signals to everywhere, bird, like your brain sends signals to your little hands to put your makeup on. That's what that does to the van. That sends that sends signals to all the injectors, everything. That's the main thing of it. Look here, look, bit of rust there, look. And it might be damp in here for all I know. I think there's something wrong with this ECU. Well, I don't know, but everything's going weird on this van. Sometimes it's switching off stuff, I don't know, it's just weird. Like and subscribe. I was struggling here, look, to get this cover off. But what you got to do, I've just looked on the internet, and they heat it up around here, because it's like silicon it must be, and they heat it up with an hairdryer or something, and then they get the little Stanley Knifington in. So that's what I'm going to do, isn't it?
It's supposed to be open, isn't it?
I don't really know. I don't think so, but...
Well, why don't you search up then to me?
Well, I suppose how you open it, like, this is our one chave. The first one I come across of doing it, so I just left it at that and went with it. There she flies, our challenge mosh. Well, this was the bit what I thought might have been corroded, because you could see it on the cover, look. So I thought it might be getting moisture in it, but...
Looks very technical.
It does, doesn't it? It looks very...
What's all of these dots about?
They're all like soldering marks and that.
Look at all of them.
I know.
It's like a village of...
It is. It's like a village of electrical complicatedness.
Oh, no.
We'll put a bit of blue tack round here, right, and just gunk that back on, yeah?
Cushy, yeah. That'll be a taste.
We won't get ongoing problems then, will we, in the
No.
future? You know what I mean? Put a bit of blue tack around, or chewing gum or something.
Chewing gum, that'll be better.
Yeah. I don't know then. So I've sealed this back up, and I'm going to put this on now and just try it. And then what I'm going to do, look, I wrote a list. Thank you, everyone, for your comments, by the way. I asked last video, I asked for ideas on this, if anyone had ideas to get me out the mess. And cheers, boys and girls. Thank you very much. Look at all these. Look, these are all ideas. Look what I can try. Look, these. Look, some of them. Look, crank sense. Look, 6 people said that. 4 people. ECU, water damp. That's what I've done there. Look, they're thinking like me. Fuel rail, pressure sensor. You know what I mean? There's loads of stuff there I can try. So I can try all of this. And if it doesn't work still, what I'm going to do as well, obviously I've got that Luton, so I'm just going to get me parts cannon and just fire parts at it and just keep doing it until I reach the end of my tether with it. Or until I find out that it is either an ECU that once like got fault with it, or that it's a little electric wire somewhere broke. Because when you think about it, that's all it takes, you know. Just a little wire, like one of these, look, just to be corroded a bit. That's all it takes. And it brings the whole van down, because that's how they design them nowadays, isn't it? So you can ruin a whole van for a little tiny copper wire being a bit corroded, and it stops your whole van, and it stops you working as well, doesn't it? And it forces you to work out your bloody struggle, Rover. Right, I'm going to put this ECU on, and I'm going to try it. Then I'm going to change something else. Then I'm going to try it. Then I'm going to change something else. I'm going to try it. And I'm going to put it back on the Luton as well, whatever I take off. And I'm going to try it on there as well, just to make sure it starts on there. Yo. Cheers, Ryan, bye, mate. That was Ryan, one of my subscribers. He's got a hydraulic hose gun on a digger in Boldo here. Well, let's try it quick. I've got no hope in it whatsoever, but I'll just try it just for peace of mind. Oh yeah, I've disconnected the battery and all. I disconnected the battery when I changed that ECU as well, because people have said on the comments that sometimes can reset something. But we did try that before as well. Let's go do this hydraulic hose, and then we'll start firing stuff at it, won't we? It's 4 minutes away. Innit? You can't get better than that, can you? 4 minutes away, breakdown. Bloody hell, it's on my own doorstep, basically. May as well bring it to the yard here, I think. Apparently Pertec's been out, but they can't do it because they need to remove some stuff. So no doubt it's in a right good place, isn't it? This is what takes the most time up, these train lines. You can be waiting here a good 10-15 minutes for one train, people. You can. She's a big Komatsu, isn't she? It's in a proper run place, that is. I can understand why Pertec bombed it off. The lads here said, Pertec, you could tell as soon as they come, they didn't want out to do it. He says all he was doing was pacing up and down on his phone. I says to her, I don't blame him, because it is in a bad place by the looks of it. I've got to take all the covers off just to visually have a look, see where the hydraulic leak's coming from. But it's locked off his thing and all. Like he's dead man. So he can't move it, can't slew it round or anything. Right, under here, look. You see that bugger there, that pipe's come off there, look, and that's like a swivel. I don't know how that comes off though. I've just rang Ryan back to see whether he knew about these pipes, because it looks as though it's on like a quick fucking push fit, and he says yeah, that's what they are. You're meant to pull it back. It's like a Komatsu's own design or something. He says you're meant to pull it back and it should come off, but he says they never do. So normally he has to take off the whole block thing, like, if you can get at it. But you know where it's at now, the position where it's at, that inspection port is above that track, and even when he starts it up, he can't slew it round, because he thinks, well, and I think all, that pipe that's come off, that little pipe, controls his dead man. That's the lever in the cab what pulls up and down. So once it's up, everything's dead. So he thinks it's controlling that, so he can't move it at all. So I've got to struggle in the position of where it's at now, because Ryan likes to give the struggler a good old-fashioned struggle. Don't you, Ryan? But never mind, mate, I like a struggle. I like this better than working on my own van anyway, people. Electrics. Ha! Give me a pipe to do any day of the week. Thank you very much. At least you can see the bloody thing, can't I? At least I know what I'm fixing. I bet these lot 4 tires handy pulling up with that lot, didn't they? You know what I mean? They was all looking at me, gone out. I bet thought, oh, who we got here now doing this? Hey, Mr. Harry Billy man here. Mr. Backstreet Garage man. Hey, but people, they've tried the posh company, haven't they? And they couldn't do it, could they? So now the struggler has to come out with his 4x4 and struggle. Doesn't he? Look, that's where it is under there, look. It's in a proper rummoed place. Andy, you don't know of a manual way of slowing this round here?
No.
I didn't know whether there was a trick of the trade, like. Obviously I'm not familiar with these machines.
I don't know.
No, alright mate.
There was some fucking special
I'll tell you what I'm going to do, I'm going to fucking Google it, Andy. You know how you take it off? Yeah. Like what you said, I'm going to fucking go on YouTube and see if anyone, you know, if you've got a rough idea of how to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm pushing the collar there, but it's not going anywhere. No, the Google or YouTube shed no light on the situation at all. See that there? That's like a little clip, look, that is, I'm sure it is. Little clippy. And it's seized. But it won't be when I get really nasty with it. I think if you can hold the pipe, I don't know, I'm just going to get my grips. Good job the lads here got some tools, because the old backstreet maintenance guy, the backstreet breakdown service, hasn't got any grips in his bloody 4x4, has he? So it's a good job these lads have. I did get mean and nasty with it in the end. I got my screwdriver and my hammer and I split the plastic around it and it took absolutely ages. I was up and down, in and out. It took bloody ages. You missed the exciting bit there, people. You see that there, look? I had to, in the end, there's a plastic covering all this. So in the end, look, you see that? That's meant to have eyelets at the end of it. I should assume, anyway. I don't know. I'm just assuming this. And that was obviously in there, like that. And that's what holds it in, look. So I had to get my pliers in the end and pull this wire actually out, all the way out of it, to then get me grips around this and pull that off. That, though, was a freaking nightmare. Want it, Andy?
Well, he did it.
But I did it, yeah. Andy said, I knew you'd do it because you had that determined look on your face. And then Andy, I was determined, mate, wasn't I? But as Andy said, nah, I need to trace where the pipe goes and it might be even a shitter place at the other end. I just thought I'd be able to see the bastard from here. Oh, it goes down here under. It goes there, goes from there, down there, into this shroud in there, and then through, under this there, look, there's the shrouding thing there, that's it there, and it goes under that, where Andy is there. It's there, look, and it goes through, around there, just try to cover off there, and then, yeah. In the cab then, isn't it? Surely. Yeah, that is the cab, isn't it?
That's the cab there, yeah.
Andy, the bloke that drives the machine, he's just taking off the shrouding because there's two pipes wrapped together there. He's taking off that plastic shrouding around there so we can pinpoint where it is. And I'm taking off the under tray, what's under the cab, because we think that's where it leads. Oh yes, there's loads of pipes here, aren't they? We've got bloody multiples here. Can you pull it, Andy? Yeah. Ah, there's two moving, yeah. I need to know which one that is then, don't I?
Yeah.
And they're both connected down here, mate, so it's not up there in that thing, which is good.
Yeah, she's good, yeah.
I can see the ends of them both, so that's good.
Tape together with all the tape on that.
Yeah.
Put the tape on that.
That's it. Keep going, Andy. That's the one. That's the bloody one, man. That one?
No, the other one.
Right, right there now. I'll pull it out, yeah?
Right.
Just have to use my rather large adjustables for this job. There she flies. That's her. Now, I've just rang my hydraulic man, but he's not there. He must have gone home. I'll have to get one of these tomorrow by the looks of it. I just don't know, you see. I was gonna message him, see whether he's got anything like that, you said, or whether my hydraulic man stocks out like that. Yeah, that, you see, that clip, you're meant to like sprag that apart so then it sits in that recess so then you can pull it off. I should think that's easy as out, you know, when it's new. It's like anything, isn't it? Be easy. I bet that's lovely when it's new. You just simply clip it on, Chris, and clip it off. What you're messing about at. But when it's old and it's missing its ends and you don't know how to work it in the first place, oh, I'm going to pack my tools away. I'm going to pack my tools away, my nice little struggle rover. My posh one, my breakdown rover. Recovery rover. I'll come back tomorrow. I'll ring Ryan up, tell him the progress. Can you take that fitting out and put a normal threaded fitting in there? Or? Yeah, that's a good idea, what Ryan said, isn't it? Whatever that goes on to, try and see if that comes off. See if that comes out. Good thinking, Ryan. I like thinking outside the box, you see. I like people that think outside the box like that. No, that look, I don't know if you can see that, but that has got no, that is literally just a sealed like T-piece, isn't it? It ain't got no thread going in there out, so you've got to get a pipe to match that, haven't I? Well, I have. Now I'm back here again with this digger. I've been around everywhere where I know my hydraulic contacts. I've been around three, four places. I've even rang up Pertec and sent them a picture through of this pipe, and they're like, no, we don't stock out like that. We ain't got a clue what that is. So I've had to leave the pipe with the lad here, and by the looks of things, he's going to have to go to Komatsu and get the pipe changed, and then I'm going to have to come back and fit it. But anyway, I've got priorities with my van. That's a them problem now, innit? I've done what I can do. I can't run around all day. I'm not with Komatsu. So go back to the yard, do my van. I didn't get a chance to have a look at it last night because it was too dark and Right, first thing I'm going to change is this crank sensor. I've just googled it because I thought, well, will the crank sensor need programming? But apparently not. AI said it's plug and play. The crank sensor itself has no memory or anything, so it's all down to the ECU. So by rights it should just plug and play. So I'm going to remove that one out of my van, put it in the Luton, try it. Take the one out of Luton, try in this one. Try them both, just see whether, vice versa, whether one works, whether one don't work. And then I'm going to go on from there, aren't I? I'm just a bit concerned about all this computer jargon. I know one lad said on the comments, Chris, you're just an old-fashioned mechanic, mate. You can't do it on these type of vans, on this type of equipment. You can't just be an old-fashioned mechanic and get the parts cannon out on it. But he is right. I didn't take it as an insult, people, because he is 100% right. I'm an old-fashioned mechanic, you know what I mean? Just change the parts, you know? But normally you change parts when you know it's that. I've got that spare van, I'm not bothered. It's just my time, innit? I'm going to do it now, and I'm just going to be an old-fashioned mechanic, okay? And I'm going to prove everyone wrong that you can just stick at it and it will get going by the end of the day. If it don't, as one of you lads said, what did you lads said at the end here? Set it alight. It needs to be involved in a terrible accident. Convert the Luton into a workshop, innit? Oh, Baxenden, let them bail it. Baxenden car breakers, that is. No, it's not going to happen, people. My poor old bus. I love me bus. Well, I'd love it even more if it started, if it behaved itself. Right, that should be the crank sensor there. That's the crank sensor. Let's get it off. One crank sensor. Right, crank sensor change. Let's try it. Oh, she's trying, isn't she? Trying's no cigar though, is it? I'm going to change it back again just so everything remains on the Luton and on this what's on, you know what I mean? So I'm not mixing and matching parts because then I won't know where I am in case it is a programming issue I wrote. I'll put the original one back on. Right, same that is. So something else, I need to change something else. While I'm on this crank sensor, someone said unplug the crank sensor and it'll revert to the cam sensor. So I'm just going to unplug it now. Now, we'll see that. Right, next thing I'm going to change is that there, look, the throttle body. I'm going to swap that over. That's my next little mission there. My recorder didn't record. Just 3 Allen keys there, look. There, and then that comes off. I just look at this, look. That plug looks alright in there. That looks a bit discoloured, like, isn't it? And bottom. I'm going to take it off the Luton and plug it in, try it. And she's away. It's coked up in there, look, innit? Look at that, look. Ew, sludgy. Right, I'll try. Exactly the same. Some people said on the comments, obviously I did this here, this cam belt here, but it's got a chain as well. At the back of the engine, it's got a chain that connects the 2 cams together. They said, nah, that could have slipped or that couldn't be set right. But in my way of thinking, how the hell can it slip and then repair itself because it struck up that morning? So it broke down on me, couldn't get it going for 2 hours, towed it back here, parked it up for 2 days, went to it in the morning, struck up lovely, just like it's normal. Revved up, ticked over, and then after about 10-15 minutes of it running beautifully, it did this clunking noise again, switched off, and it hadn't been on since. So it can't fix itself, so it can't be a timing issue, can it? That's what my old-fashioned mechanical way of thinking, people, because it can't repair itself. It can't just click back onto the right timing again, can it? So it can't be that. Let me go to my list. EGR valve, that's another thing what people are saying. This EGR valve, that's your exhaust gases, recirculates it back into the engine for emissions. So it recirculates the bad gases. It doesn't just chuck it out the exhaust, it recirculates it back into the engine and feeds itself on its own rubbish, basically. And that could be a problem, but that is right at the back of the engine. Oh dear, I'm trying to get the easy stuff first, you know what I mean? I want to go through all the easy stuff first, don't I? Let me read my list. Yeah, a lot of people says EGR, DPF clogged. This lad said disconnect EGR valve because it sometimes sends the wrong communication to the ECU or whatever. Right, I've disconnected that plug there, that orange thing. I think that's to do with EGR. Same thing. Connected that back up. Back to the drawing board. I've just tried the spare key. I've got a spare key in it because I thought immobiliser or like that, but no, that just does the same, just chucks in it. I know it's old school mechanics, but it just sounds like it's lacking fuel. It's just going, it's like trying to start in it, like did it. It's like it hasn't got enough fuel pressure. But I've changed the pump and that electric pump's working. It's just, I don't know. If that was without the electrics, you see, you'd definitely say, that's fuel, mate, that's fuel. You're lacking fuel there. That's what you're lacking there, pal. You're lacking fuel because it's close to going in it. Did it. It's like got an airlock in it or something. I just keep reverting to old school mechanics, don't I? Without electrics, but it's got that many electrics too. I'm gonna have to ring up Alex, I think. I might just try and just bleed that fuel through again. Just check it all again. You know, that pump and that. I just want to check it because I don't know, it's close to going in it. One of the lads says, is it contaminated fuel? So I've got to check two things. I've took that pipe off, make sure the pump works again and catch some fuel. Yeah, definitely diesel. 100% diesel, that is. I've just cracked that injector off a bit, just for interest. Not even try a fire now. Right, next stage, this mass airflow sensor, this could be the problem, sending the wrong signal down or something, I don't know. It doesn't come off there. I'm going to have to just damage that clip. Take that off, take the whole thing off, take it off the Luton, swap the whole thing. Another idea, Alex just said to me, this EGR valve problem, if it is the EGR clogged up and it's plugged into sensors, he said you need to disconnect the EGR, but I can't get in there, I can't get underneath it. So the next one, I'm going to take this manifold off. He says as long as it's got a gap in it, so the exhaust gases can come out, just try it. So I'm going to try that after that. If that don't work, I'm going to try that. And then he says, and all, Alex said, just try swapping the ECU around. It may work. You don't know your luck. Just swap it around for the thing. Just try it. I'm going to try that as well. Look at that. I got a proper Jubilee clip on that one, you see? Right, let's try it. Someone said it could be because your turbo pipe's not connected to your intercooler, but the Luton works without it, so it's not that. I'm just going to swap that ECU, you know. I am going to do that. It's got a lock. Look at the lock. Swap it back in. Original one back in. See if that lock's gone out. You watch, I've locked the whole thing off. Oh! I had to try it just for... Al said it won't work, I don't think, but you can try it. Yeah, same thing, yeah, no locker out. Right, I'm going to take that manifold off. I'm just going to pull it away from it a bit so the exhaust gaskets can release. But it may be the sensors on it, might have the EGR that I just clogged or something. But I don't know, it might make a difference. Just try it. I'm not going to think about it too much. You can sit there and think about stuff. Just do it, Chris. It'll take less time to do it than it will do Googling and thinking about it. Yeah, it's got a gap in it there, look. It's got a gap all the way down it. It'll let the gases out, won't it? Surely. Yeah, you can hear it blowing the manifold. Ah?
It sounded a bit more hopeful.
No, it's been like this all the time, man.
Is it?
Yeah. I know, doesn't it sound fuel as though it's
sounds
just...
like it's just ready to jump
I know,
on,
but it's not, oh mate.
You try and put some music starting it.
Yeah, just yeah, we have. Yeah,
You
just
got
try. No, I've got some brake cleaner though.
Whereabouts?
Here, look, I'll show you. I've just got to put some brake cleaner down it. You ready? It's even worse, isn't it? Weird, isn't it? I thought it was even worse, but then it's kind of struck up, didn't it? No. Kind of tried, didn't it? I know. Just exactly the same, innit? Everything that's done and changed out, apart from changing the ECU, obviously. That right messed it up. There was nothing then. I need a computer, don't I? Some things you just can't do mechanically, Chris, can you? Your old school mechanics is a dead trade, mate, I'm afraid. You need to plug on. You're right, mate. Computer, like everything's on it. I've changed, got a plug on it, mate. Every single thing. Air intake, everything's got plugs on it. Scary. And then it all goes to that ECU, doesn't it? I'll get out the plug on. Do I send that ECU off to get it checked?
Loads of money.
That Matt Armstrong, he sends off all kinds of stuff to different places, like ECUs and stuff like that, with their random cars, like in Ferraris and that. So surely someone will sort that out.
Yeah, but it's not Ferrari, and how much money is it?
Yeah, but it is Italian though. I know that's another thing. How much money is it going to cost? Yeah.
If you got a Ferrari, you're not so bothered.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
If
you get a few
grand here and there, it's
yeah.
nothing.
Oh yeah, he buys an indicator stalk for a few grand. Think note of it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just a few grand that indicator stalk.
Yours is your work van, I mean,
Oh dear. Mine, a few grand's the old van. It's like I can't afford to go no new. Fucking hell.
Strip your camper out and just swap
Yeah.
stuff into it.
Yeah.
Fuck
Just
the
take
van
my
off.
tools out that, put it in the camper.
Yeah, use it.
Yeah, just use
You're
that.
using it. Then if you get a late job, you can stop in it.
I got a bed in the camper, the cushy, wasn't it? I might be better doing that than I was going to take all the engine and everything and out of that and into this.
about.
I know. I'm going to open a can of worms then, ain't I?
Yeah, because then you'll be stuck with two vans that don't work.
Yeah. I've just rang Alex up. He said he's going to come at some point, either today if he can or tomorrow, to plug onto it. But he's just sent me a text there saying throttle pedal, so I'm going to change that. That Komatsu job, I've been on and off the phone to the lads that run that Komatsu, that own it. Obviously trying to get this part. Komatsu has sent him out a drawing, but the drawing, it may as well be in Braille because it looks nothing like what's on the machine, and it's an ordered part and all, and the lad said it could take 4 days to come to come. I says, yeah, you're taking a gamble though, picking it off a sheet of paper, saying that that's the right part when you're not 100%. And if you're going to wait like 4 days a week for the part to come, and it's going to be wrong, you know it's going to be wrong. So I've told them the best thing you can do is take the actual pipe to Komatsu and physically put it on their desk and say, that's what I want. Because then, if it comes and it's wrong, it's their fault, isn't it? And it's not anything to do with what we've ordered fault. Because no doubt, when you order it, and it gets delivered in like that, it's special order, and you won't get your money back even if it's wrong. So it may as well, it'll have less downtime. I know it's a lad, it's about 2 hours away. I know it's going to take up a lad for 2 hours, taking it down there and coming back, but it's better than waiting 4 days and still being in the same predicament. I'm going to go for a cup of tea. I've had a cup of tea. I'm going to change that throttle then, like what Al just said. I couldn't but try. You'd have thought it'd just tick over, wouldn't you? You know, if it was this throttle thing, pedal down here. But you never know, dear. I'm just going to change it. I'm not going to look too deep into it, people. I'm just going to change it. I put the little screws everywhere, don't they? Little under places, over places, through places. They like it, don't they? To hide the little screws. Still not having it, is it? No, someone's having a laugh, aren't they? It's all of that dashboard, look. All of it, all the way along and all the way the other side. Just get that panel off there. It's all one. It's all one, people. It is. So I'm not going to bother taking that off. I'm just going to struggle under here in my footwell. There we go. Same thing. Wonder if we should get Iveco out. Wonder if they'd shed any light to the situation. I know it cost a bob or two, won't it? But I need my bus on the road, don't I? I'm buggered without it. Freaking bad time this is, isn't it, darling? 2 weeks I've been off the road with this now. Mind you say, I haven't been on it. I haven't been. This is just the second day trying to fix it, basically. Apart from the first day when it broke down. This is really my second day. I don't know what else I can try. I really don't know. It needs a computer, doesn't it? I'm pissing the window. As that bloke said, old school mechanic, Chris, you just can't go replacing bits and expecting it to work. I'm just going to lay in this puddle, you know. I am. Just going to lay in that puddle, I think. Just lay down in it. Or lay in there. Lay in that one, look. That's it. I'm just going to lay there. Just going to lay there with my head up, the point at the sky, and just go to sleep in that puddle. Don't know who looks worse, me or the bus. Don't know who feels worse either. Me or my bus. We poor, oh, it's warm in here, people, at least. Oh. Right, I've done all my jobs again. Out my old struggle rover, my good old struggle rover. I've just been speaking to a mechanic and he says, how you get on with it? I says, no, it's still not going on. I still haven't had no luck with it. He says, looks like you'll be swapping the engine over then, innit? And for that Luton. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be ideal, wouldn't it? Swap the engine, swap the ECU, swap the ignition, swap all the wiring, swap all the fuse boards, swap all of this stuff. And I said to her, you know what's going to happen, don't you? It's going to be nothing but aggro. It's not going to start up and just be sweet, is it? It's going to be an absolute nightmare. And then I'll have two things that don't work. Just swap the engine, Chris. Just swap the engine over. It's not as simple as that, is it? All that electric crap and all that all talks to one another. Even the keys, actually think, in the doorway talks to something else. Even the mirrors a bit. Oh, electric mirrors. Oh, no, you've got a mirror that don't work. We'll switch the ECU off. Or we'll I don't know. Electrics. Go away with the electrics. Right? It's, at the minute, it's trying to start, isn't it? So it sounds fuel. I know, because there's that many electrics to it, but it does. It's fuel, isn't it? So I'm going to change that fuel rail because it's got sensors on that fuel rail that apparently sends the fuel pressure and then tells the ECU. Then the ECU tells the high pressure pump how much pressure to put into it. So if that's faulty, you see, it could be giving it a false reading to the ECU, and then the ECU's telling the high pressure pump not to feed it much because it thinks it's got high pressure or whatever. But I'm just going to change it anyway because I'm getting sick of it now. I'm virtually at the end of my tether. Spoke to another mechanic last night as well, a lad from Newcastle who Stuart put me on to. First thing he said is injectors. I said, no, well, I've blanked off the injectors. I've changed it all. He says, well, I'll tell you a story about I had a problem with one. And I thought it was the injectors. I took them all out and I had them tested and all that, bench tested and all this lot, and they come back and it was fine. So I put them back in again. And he said, and anyway, after ages of messing around with it, I bought 4 new injectors and it worked. And I'm like, oh, what? So I did, what the hell? So even when you have something that's taken off and tested, it doesn't necessarily mean it's right. It's like, oh, I've got them injectors and all, you see, I've changed one injector. So if that rail doesn't work, people, it's something to do with fuel. That's what I'm thinking, because that's the way my brain works. If it's trying to start, it's like fuel pressure. I'm going to change the rest of the injectors. So that's where we're up to now, unless I get disturbed. Which, well, I've still got to keep on with work, you see. This is what I've been doing. I've been working out my bus here, doing inspection and that at this struggle rover. So, because you can't just stop work. I can't just say, oh, that's it. I'll have a week off and concentrate on my van this week. I can't just do that, can I? Hey, doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Never mind. Let's get this. I'm here now. Let's just get this fuel rail off and swap it. That's what I'm going to do. My sockets fell off that. Even though it's got one of these on, still managed to fall off somehow. And it's gone all the way down into there, and I heard it. You can't, oh my God. It's not on the floor. It's gone. It's never to be seen again, that has. Why is it whenever you drop something, it doesn't just fall on the ground? Why can't it fall on the ground? No, it has to get sort of wedged somewhere where you can't fricking see. That's gone, hasn't it? It's fricking gone, Chris. That's gone, mate. Gone into the abyss, mate. You're going to spend all day finding that one little socket, you are, mate. Oh, my God. Don't you hate that bit? You know, when it's too loose to click your ratchet, you try and get your fingers on it, you can't move it. It's the in-between bit, innit, where it's too freaking loose for your ratchet, but it's too tight for your fingers, and your fingers are numb because it's freezing. Sure, everyone must get it. Nobody shows it, though, do they? On the little programmes, on the little TV things, everyone just gets everything off all sweet and that. And in frickin' reality, this is reality, people. You're getting stressed out over one little bowl that doesn't want to come off with a ratchet or your hand. Aha! Ta-da! You could have just changed that lot, but obviously I'm just going to change the whole lot because you need it all off anyway, so I'm just going to change the whole thing. Right, people, fingers crossed. Let's put her on. Oh, nervous. I'm nervous. The moment of truth. Try it. Fingers crossed, people. I'll put you out here so I can see if it goes amiss. I was hoping it just needed bleeding through, like I've been putting my ignition on and off just to try and pump it. Oh, that was a lot of pressure, wasn't it? It's not even like trying now, is it? Before it was like trying to start, wasn't it? I'm just going to disconnect the battery and leave it for a bit, have a cup of tea. Oh, I'm just reading the comments. There's a comment here, Aaron. He says we ought to set up GoFundMe for Chris, deserves it, for a new bus. Be worth every penny. Chris has kept us entertained over the past. Yeah. I don't want to go for Miro, lads. Cheers for doing it though. Well done, boys. Thank you. There's a good fury on there, and all that said, yeah. I don't want a new bus. That's even more problems, isn't it? I won't buy a new bus anyway because I'm not like that. I don't. I've got kids in that, Anna. You know, I've got a family in that, Anna. Me driving around with a posh bus. There's bigger things we need than my bus. But I do need it going. I do need a van going. Like, I appreciate it, boys. Thank you very much. Thanks for the offer. It really touched me, that people are actually like, you know, bothered and give a bit of the hard-earned cash towards, like, I don't know, just help me out. Like, it's good, that, isn't it? I'm not very good at emotion, people, as you can see. No, I'm all right, Mum. Thank you.
I'll bring you a cup of tea.
I've had one just not long back, Mum. Yeah, all right, thank you. That's the third one out, the Luton. Our mother-in-law, she bought over a chucky egg sandwich, tomato sauce and a cup of tea. She does look after me, our mother does. No matter what problems you got, people, the glass is always half full, not half empty. I ain't got no problems really, have it? It's only a van in it going, it's like fucking hell. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you get like, what do you call it? Like tunnel vision, don't you? You don't want a problem, like I do. I get tunnel vision on a problem. And everything else is just smoke and dust. But you know, in the big picture of it all, you think, well, I ain't really got it that bad, have I? It's only my van not starting, isn't it? It's not the end of the world, is it? I'm still managing to get by with this, like. Still struggling to get by, innit? And it'll only be... It's got to be a problem that's fixable, isn't it? Because everything's fixable. It just depends how much, obviously, and how much time it's going to take. But still... Not even firing, is it? You know, since I changed that rail, it hasn't been firing since I changed that rail. I'm going to ring Carl up, he's the mechanic over there. He might have an idea, I don't know. I'll just ring him up, try him. I'm just going to stop, you know. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop fitting stuff. I'm going to stop swapping stuff. I just rang Carl up and I told him, I explained to him, and I says about this rail, I said, I've just changed this rail, mate. I mean, it was trying to fire before, and now it's not firing. He says, yeah, was that a brand new rail then? Because are they coded? I said, well, I've Googled it, mate, and it reckons that no, you shouldn't have to code it. And he says, yeah, but is that a brand new one or a second-hand one? I said, well, I fitted a second-hand, and he says, yeah, so that'll be coded to that van. And some don't accept, like, if it's new, you're all right fitting it, and it codes itself off the van. But if it's already been coded off that van, it won't swap to this van. It's like, oh, don't tell me this shit. So all this Googling I've been doing about fuel pumps, does it need coding, and all this lot, they're all good off if you fit in new parts, not second-hand ones. Not second-hand ones. So everything I've done, basically, wasted time. You see, made matters worse. So Carl's he's out on a breakdown at the minute, but he's out with his laptop thing. He's gonna come and just plug on, see if he can shed any light to the situation, because I was busy at the minute. Hey, one good thing though, our Archie just rang me. He's passed his theory. He's done it. Good lad, Archie Allen. Bloody good show. Oh, that's the hard bit done of your driver, isn't it? Your theory, surely. That's the hardest bit, isn't it? Well, it is with us, people like us, because we're no paperwork people, are we? So, yeah, I'm just going to stop. Just stop, Chris. Just that lad, I told you that to start me. You know, that I said, just stop doing it, like, you're wasting your time. Yep, you're right. Took me a day and a half, like, but yeah, it's sunk in now. Right, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm going to stop now, people, because we need a computer. Oh, dear. I tried. Made matters worse. Look who's there, like Carl there. Alright, Carlito! Oh, mate. Oh. Do I need to change that rail back? I haven't changed it back.
What the fuck you gonna do, Chris? Chris! What you saying, boy?
I don't listen to anyone, mate.
What
That's
you
my
gonna
problem.
do?
I've just changed parts, haven't I?
Let's have a look at this motherfucker. Let's see what this punk-ass motherfucker's gone done.
I've just changed parts, mate, haven't I? Oh, mate, I'm struggling. Everyone, well, most people said don't change parts, mate, because you waste your time because it's all coded. But I thought...
yeah. That's right. It is right. Let's have a look at this saying, boy.
You know what I'm like, Carl.
Mus, what the fuck you gone done?
Oh, I changed the accelerator pedal and all. Is that coded?
Why didn't you just fucking call me, mate?
Well, everyone's busy, ain't they? I didn't want to bother anyone.
Maybe
It's like
you 16-pin deck link
other side.
on the side.
I just don't like this. I know.
We're all prehistoric people.
I am.
We
I'm
are
terrible,
literally
mate.
mechanics rather than technicians.
I know, but you can't be in this day and age,
You
can you?
can't, no.
I know. It's not like.
Well, this is why I had 7 years at Honda. Become one of the techs up there, didn't I?
Yeah, well, you learnt all this stuff,
I
didn't
did,
you?
mate,
I don't.
yeah,
I
yeah.
refuse to learn it. You see.
But you see, you got to bear
I'm
in mind.
fighting and dying.
You are, mate. Now, the next question is, come on, bud. What the fuck?
All
What
that
the
fault.
fuck?
Well, remember, I've changed everything, mate.
Mate, right, it was scary, mate, because you've got a software restart in the ECU there. That's scary. That's making me just fill my pants a little bit.
I did swap the ECU for that thing. You just try
Oh,
it.
shut the fuck up.
Oh, I just tried it and it locked it.
I'm going to ring your fucking neck, mate. I fucking am. Chris,
What?
the fuck? You give me a mission here,
I just tried it off that thing.
Yeah. I'm
What?
sure you did.
And it locked it out, so I turned it back again. I put the ECU back again.
ECU internal checks, fault detected. What the? Injectors, short.
It should be alright now, though.
Yeah.
But delete, I'm through back to normal.
Stick
Well,
to
no,
your
injectors.
fucking lorries,
No,
mate.
injectors still got my old one back. Look at Carl.
There you go, straight away. Look at that motherfucker. What does that say, Chris?
Configuration check failed. Incorrect component.
No way! You're taking piss. Right. Now, the only problem with me is there, Chris, is what the fuck does that detect too? Because you've changed everything, haven't you?
Yeah.
I bet you've even threw a dirty pair of underpants on you.
Yeah. Second-hand ones as well.
The ones with that look like fucking chicane in your pants. Is that what you're
Yeah. Because I thought it might work, mate.
Yeah. So there's your sensor reference circuit, circuit A open, okay? That's your fuel rail, there, straight away. There's your fuel rail pressure sensor circuit, okay?
The only thing, right, let me tell you what I've got on
Well,
this
tell me
van
that
that's off
story.
that Luton.
Yep.
The only two things
Then
is
it's like the never-ending story. Carry on.
3 injectors
Uh-huh.
and the fuel rail. That's the only 2 things that's left on the van. That's
Right.
off that Luton.
That's the
Oh
only thing.
no, and the high pressure fuel pump.
Fucking strangle you. So this is what I've got to do. I've literally now got to clear everything off, then to see what's coming back. Because
Yeah.
at the minute, this has been fammed, yeah? More times than my back end. Fucking telling you. Right, let's have a look. I'm ready for you, baby. Chris, we need to give it a 10-second shutdown to put things into sleep now. Right, I'll show everything down. I've cleared all fault codes so far, what was stored in the system, okay? There was around about 16 in there, okay? Now, at the minute, we've got 6, all dependent on the engine ECU, okay? This is the ECU, the brain which I'm reading here. Now I'm going into the airbag. I don't really care about that one.
Electric fan, yeah, that's
Yeah, don't care about that. Just disconnected. Control relay, yep, you've disconnected that. Additional lighting, don't give a shit. Short to battery, open, yeah, don't care. That's only battery voltage there. Configuration check failed, incorrect component installed. There's something still in the car that's still fitted off that other vehicle you've used. There's something still there, but you've used. You've changed something over.
Yeah,
It
the
doesn't like it.
pedal's still there.
Yep. And that is from the other vehicle.
Yeah, that's from the other vehicle.
Thank you.
The fuel rail.
Yep.
And 3 injectors. Shall I change them all back?
So, put everything back to how it was. Everything.
Yeah.
Because what you've got to do is, with the injectors, they've got to be coded. With the pedals as well, they'll need coding on
But
as well.
I did take an injector out of this and then put in the loop and it struck up. But as you said, it'll strike up basic. So yeah, I
That's
know. Yeah,
right.
we've had it before with that car.
We've had it before. Now this one here where it's saying configure check failed, incorrect component installed. So what I need you to do now is everything what you've taken off and put in from another car is put back.
Yeah,
Get everything put back if you can. And then what we're going to do is, then you're going to give me a shout.
Right, it'll take me literally
Because you've
45
got
minutes.
Fuel rail pressure sensor circuit 1. So is that fuel rail pressure the other vehicles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the fault?
That's one there. That's one there straight away. Okay, so it knows, that's different. Throttle actuator, it knows.
Thank you, Carlito! V8, last of the V8 interceptors.
Hey, have a listen, quick. Get to the back.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, baby.
Top man. Cheers, Carlito. Right, let's get all these parts put back to normal. Sorry, Carl. Right, roll the music. Let's get a time lapse on. Let's get them injectors back in the rightful places of where they come from. Pedal back on, rail back on. Yeah, let's do it. Let's reset the whole thing I've just been doing. That's it, done it. Carl will be, I've just rang him, be about 20 minutes to plug onto it again and see what we've got now. Everything's reset back to normal. Obviously, I forgot about that and all. I've just put that back on as well because I took that off, didn't I? Injectors now, all back in the right places. Fuel rail back on. Basically reset last week or whatever it is. Carl's back, people.
Hello, baby lad.
Ignition on, mate.
Car. Let me get rid of everything and then we'll come out, shut it down.
Start again.
Start again, brother. What's coming back now? We've got the EGR sensor circuit A. So that's telling me EGR sensor circuit A. That EGR valve, I think, stuck open.
Yeah.
In the open position. Now,
why does it have to be that? That's right at the back of the engine. The only thing I haven't freaking checked because it's in the right place. I can't get under it.
It is.
People have said I'm got EGR, but obviously I can't.
She's there, brother.
Ah,
She's
yeah.
there. Okay,
So
these ones here.
What about this ECU problem?
Now, the ECU problem, which thank God is gone. It's saying it there. You've got an open circuit. It's not getting. It's sending the signal out, but the digital signal's not coming back. So what's happening is it's either I've got an open circuit, as in it's disconnected, or if it is connected in, it's an internal failure of the solenoid.
So just disconnecting the manifold won't bypass that, will it? Obviously. No. Oh! This is weird, look. This fucking thing's shut again.
Oh, okay.
So you watch that, look. Yeah, watch that.
I'm looking. Oh, yes. Right. Wow, you've got some carbon in there, brother.
I know I have, yeah.
Right, just stamp on the accelerator pedal 1 second. Side there, you're carbon to death.
I know, yeah, I know.
Mate, carbon up like a motherfucker. So what I'm saying is, sorry, bro. You've got to get to it, mate. You've got to get to it, mate, because that's yeah. EGR valve will kill everything.
Yeah, if it's all clogged up.
You got it. Because you're not going to create boost; it will keep on cycling. It's called cycle.
Well,
basically.
it did lose its turbo, like it went into like limp mode.
Yes.
Like, and then I thought, oh, but then it went all right again.
Yeah.
And then all, but
clean out.
Why is this fucking horrible knock, like a diesel knock?
Well,
do you reckon it's because it's
you're not getting the right air. You're not getting the right air fuel mixture. You're getting straight diesel.
Yeah, we're out there.
With that boost.
See, people, EGR.
Yeah,
the worst thing that I was hoping for.
You've done everything fucking else.
Well, I have,
apart
mate.
From that,
and I've done everything. I've done everything several times, mate, as well. I know this to the like. Hey, one good thing, I know it like the back of my hand, mate. If I need to take it off it, I can do it in minutes, mate. Now. Yeah, darling. What?
And another reason I do believe.
What?
Your DPS blocked.
Come forth. Come forth and see what I have found.
Exhaust gas flux in particulate filter.
Yeah, that's high reading.
Mate, that's fucking high reading. Little chuff one, brother. Little chuff one. That one.
Oh, it does work.
Yeah, that one there.
No, that hasn't been on, mate.
She hasn't been on?
No.
Okay.
She's about the only one that hasn't.
Right. So,
about the only one that hasn't.
Bothered.
Carlito, thank you, my man.
Baby love. Get this spoon, motherfucker.
This spoon. Bye, Carlito. Bloody good, man. At least I just say to Carl, noisy bugger. At least it's something I can fix, like, innit? I know it's in the worst place, but at least it's something I can. It is in a bad place, and all that is. Listen to that. She sounds nice, doesn't she? She sounds better than me boss, anyway. How do I tackle this one? I've got nothing, have I? I've got no bloody lifter out. Let's lift it up with the forklift, go on them ramps somehow, put on them ramps at the front. I have to drop the back of the end, like the engine down and the gearbox down by the looks of it.
Carbon in it.
Yeah, that's it, carbon. It's exhaust lot.
Yeah.
So, this is the EGR valve, by the way, people. There's a few ways of getting this off. Right, you can. I've got no space in my bulkhead here. On that Luton, you've got a bit of space, but I've got no space here. So you could either take the engine out, take the gearbox off the back, take the engine out, or if you had a ramp or that or something is, you could lift it up, disconnect all your engine mounts at the bottom and all your subframe and lower it down to get to it, because it's right at the back of that engine there, right at the back there. Or there's always another option, you could cut out your bulkhead.
Yeah.
I'll let you guess which one I choose.
Bit drastic, Chris.
Well, drastic measures, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
Had to go out somehow. I've got no ramp route, have I? Yeah, so I did it the professional way, guys. Obviously, I took the engine out, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, that's the main thing.
No, what you going to do with it, though?
Oh, this is it, yeah. So Dad said, what am I going to do with it now, then? Do I take it apart, then, do I? Well, I suppose I'll just take it apart, won't I? And see what there is. Look, that splits off from there, so that'll come out there. So that sleeve's like, I don't know, it's like an exhaust, isn't it? And this is your valve, look, what must open and shut. It's cleaned on it. Look at that in there, Dad.
Oh,
Hey, just soot, isn't it? It's not.
well, that's what his job is, isn't it? To
Yeah.
exhaust. Oh, yeah. Nothing there.
Oh my God. Right, I'll have to see if this opens and shuts then, won't I?
How do you test it when you ain't got...
Well, you've got powers there. I don't know if I do put powers to it, or am I going to bugger something else electrical up if I put powers on the wrong power? This is what I mean, you see, innit? You don't... They're that temperamental, aren't they? Oh, you've just tripped me now to an earth. I'm broken now. Because I'm so sensitive. Isn't it? It's just, everything's just so sensitive nowadays.
Making things better.
Instead of making...
Complicated and worse, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Dad. They've made it worse. Dad can't believe it. He's like, "What's that then, bud?" I said, "It recirculates your smoke, your thing, your emissions. It recirculates it back into the engine again." And Dad's like, "Oh, that's old school." You say, "Oh, that don't sound very good." Putting all your exhaust fumes back in your engine again. Oh, that sounds bad.
If it ain't got AdBlue in, the good job it ain't got AdBlue in, there's even worse things will be going wrong with it.
Yeah. I ain't even got AdBlue in this. That's why I refuse it. I don't want AdBlue.
Sure.
That's another problem. Then it cokes up all your exhaust. Oh man, it turns into like concrete, like sets like concrete. All that stuff does in your exhaust and everywhere. It clogs up everything. I'll have to get this tested when that's the other thing. I'm not going to twat around with it now because I've twatted around with enough, Anna. I'm just going to get that tested by someone that knows people. So the moral to the story is you can't just fit second-hand parts to vehicles now. And then that, or else you're in trouble, ain't ya? Sure. Like what I've been doing for the past 2 days, I've done nothing. I've achieved nothing. Catch you on next one, guys.
Sickening, isn't it?
Sickening, you see. That's our Dad's going, right, sickening. See you later, guys. I don't know, I have to do an update on this. I've got to go and get it tested and that, so you'll find out when I find out, guys. Don't worry about it because it's Christmas soon. Enjoy Christmas, innit? That's the main thing. My bus will be on the road at some point this century, I'm hoping.